Hello again. Welcome back to our discussion of the CompTIA-A plus 1202 exam simulation questions. And in this video, I am quickly going to explain to you another simulation scenario. So let us read. You have been contacted through the helpdesk chat application. A user is setting up a replacement SOHO router. Assist the user with setting up the router. Instructions. Select the most appropriate statement for each response. Click the send button after each response to continue the chat. If at any time you would like to bring back the initial state of the simulation, please click the reset all button. So basically, this question is about interaction, a chat interaction between the technician and the user. You are the technician, and then you are talking with the user through a chat application. Let's look at the exhibit. So the question, if you see this in the exam, so the question looks exactly like this. And this is the actual question from the exam. I'm giving you everything right in the exam. So you need to be very confidential about this. So this is the exhibit. So here you see the communication, the exchange of messages between the customer and the technician, which will be you. So you can see the message from the customer and then you. So you, basically in the exam, you will need, so this is very easy. What you need to do is you will need to read every chat one after the other from your customer, and then use the drop down with your mouse to select the correct response. So when you select the correct response, you will need to click send to send it to the customer. So for example, if you use your mouse to click on this drop down and you select, I am happy to assist you today. Once you select that, you also need to click on the send button. I repeat, after you select a particular response, you will now need to click on the send button to actually send a message to your customer. So you need to do that, everybody. So all you just have to do is read each message from the customer and then use the drop down with your mouse to click on the appropriate response and click the send button to send that correct, appropriate response to the customer. So these are all the messages, and these are the continuation of the interaction between you and the client. So you can read. I don't want to waste time, so you can read it. When you are watching this video, you can pause and read. So what I will do now is go to the correct answer and explain all that you need to do. This particular question is coming out in your 1202, so I need you to remember this and what you need to do it correctly. I want to repeat again. In the exam, in the 1202 A plus exam, you will be given a total of around 80 questions altogether. Out of the 80 questions, 4 or 5 will be simulation, also known as performance-based questions. So 4 or 5 will be performance-based simulations. So, and in all the videos that I'm providing you, I will make sure I provide all those 4 or 5 questions that you need to know. So you are definitely going to find this pretty easy in the exam. So this is one of the simulation in your exam. So let's look at the correct answer. So let's take it one after the other. First, chat response. When the user mentioned setting up a new router, the best initial response to maintain a helpful and a professional tone is, this will be your reply now. So when you have read the first message from your user, so you need to click on the drop down with your mouse and select your response. So your response, this is your first response, is going to be, I am happy to assist you today. Once you click on it, you also need to click on the send button to actually send the message. Don't just click, don't just select. You also need to click on the send button to send the message. Please don't forget that. Number 2, second chat response. When the user states that they need to set up basic security settings, you need to select your response. Your response is going to be, is this the first router in your office? So you will use the mouse to select this option, which is this the first router in your office? After you have selected this, you need to click on the send button to send the message to the customer. Let's go to the number 3, third chat response. After learning that it is a replacement router and the user is logging into the router's web page, so you will also need to select a response to this third step. So what you will select is this. The first thing you need to do is change the default password. That is what you are going to select. So again, use your mouse to click on the drop down, and from the list of responses, you will select this, which is the first thing you need to do is change the default password. When you select this statement, you will need to click on the send button to send it to the customer. Let's go to number 4, fourth chat response. For the response about password settings, you will need to select a reply to. So the reply you are selecting is this. You are telling the customer that he should create a new password with an uppercase, a lowercase, and a special character. So when you click the drop down from the list of options, use your mouse to click to select this option which says create a new password with an uppercase, a lowercase, and a special character. And you must also click the send button to send the message to the customer. Also, which is the last part, which is the 5th chat response now. When the router prompts to reboot, you will need to select this option that says, yes, reboot please. So you are telling the customer to reboot the router. Reboot means to restart the router. So you will use the drop down to select this option and click send. It is possible you may see 1 or 2 more additional chats. They are very easy. Just read and select the response and then click on the send button to send it. But this is the most likely all the message you will see. If at all you will see any additional message, it will be 1 or 2 more. But this is the correct ones, and I need you to select everything you see right now on my screen. And that marks the end of the simulation for this particular stage. I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.